那我们开始吧。Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to participate, and thanks for your support and contribution to the worldwide promotion and market development of Lechon's bile acid. And the theme of this conference is to summarize and share the application cases of Lechon's bile acid in the world. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a message in the text box, and we will answer your questions. And today, we have invited experts and technical teams to explain the application and research of Lechon's bile acid. Dr. Zhang Jun, the Director of Research and Development Center. Dr. Zhang Wei, the Overseas Technical Director.
Hello.
Ms. Tracy, the Poultry Technical Manager. And okay, first of all, let us welcome Dr. Zhang Jun, the Director of Research and Development Center of Lechon's, to give a speech on the latest research situation of bile acid. Let's welcome.
Okay. Okay, hello everyone. I'm Zhang Jun, Director of Lechon's R&D Center. Next, I will report on our company's research and development results on bile acid and future research and development directions. My report is divided into 5 parts: R&D strategy, platform concentration, R&D result, and project and future passports. Until then, there are our mission, vision, and value. Our company's mission is to focus on the development of natural and extracted additives to lead the animal husbandry industry in engineering conservation and high yields, to make employees live more stable and happier. Our vision is to help 6,000 excellent feed companies and 10 million farmers carry their work safely. Our value is compassion, religions, integrity, unity, communication, and learning. The first part is R&D strategy. Our R&D strategy is to establish a marketing-oriented R&D system. Our company has been deeply involved in the bile acid industry for 20 years and has achieved many achievements, including 3 of the most commendable achievements. First, the company has obtained Chinese first and only products certificate for bile acid feed additives, which represents the country's recognition of bile acid products. Secondly, as the setter of bile acid industry standards, we are certainly participating in the formulation of national standards, which represents the industry recognition of our company's strengths. Thirdly, Lechon's bile acid marketing share the domestic and international market, researching 65% and 75% respectively, representing the marketing recognition of the company's products. Those are the light a solid foundation for future research and development of bile acid. On this basis, we carried out the construction and research and development platform. The R&D center has a 3,000 square meters building and 1,000 square meters aquatic animal breeding base. Certainly, the R&D center is a key library and engineering technology research center for the bile acid research in Dezhou City. The R&D center has purchased a series of scientific research equipments, such as HPLC, GC, cell room, etc., to provide the guarantee for the research and development of bile acid products. And the work of the R&D Center focus on the marketing service support, R&D innovation, and the external cooperation of the bile acid. As for the service support work, our large number of animal nutrition and veterinary experts provide service to customers all year around. In the breeding front line, can help customer to survive the problem in culture in animal breeding and guide the application of bile acids. During the service process, some problem divided can be solved through the R&D center, and some R&D results can verified for efficiency by frontline personnel. In this way, the effectively linkage between the companies and the customers is achieved through the closed loop of R&D and technology. On the other hand, as a deeper of the national standard of bile acid, we also shoulder the social responsibility of promoting the standards. Therefore, we hold a regular training course to allow more companies and customers to learn and understand the new test method of bile acid. At present, nearly 100 people have been treated. Regarding the increased production of bile acids, we will establish the bile acid engineering center, which mainly optimizes the bile acid extraction process. The cycle of the scale up and scale down is our main process optimization route. Through continued upgrading of process, we will provide you with more and better renewed products. Providing free sample test service to customer is another important task carried out by the R&D center. In 2024, we tested and issued 2,015 and 500 reports for customers. The testing item covered the bile acid, oil, mycotoxin, etc. In the exploration of cutting-edge technology of bile acid, we have cooperated with Domestic University and Research Institute to establish a research platform for bile acid to conduct research on cutting-edge technology for bile acid. We can also undertake the transformation of bile acid scientific and technological achievement from university. Our company has owned the honorary title of the National High-Tech Enterprise, Shandong Province One Enterprise, One Technology R&D Center, etc. The core work of the bile acid R&D innovation is to evaluate of the bile acid efficiency. Bile acid have always been a hot topic in related fields. The special amphipathic structure give bile acid many functions, including improving lipid utilization, protecting liver health, and removing intestinal microecology and other functions. After years of development, the company has achieved many representative results in the field of the bile acid. As we all know, the oil in feed will be degraded by the lipids into fatty acid and absorption in the intestine. In this process of oil digestion, the key is how to improve the efficiency of fatty acid production. This process involved two substances, lipid and lipids. For lipid, we can make them more easily degraded by the emulsification, and for lipids, we can improve its activity. Bile acids are both emulsifier and lipids activator. Therefore, we often see that bile acids are not merely emulsifier, but also lipid activator during the oil digestion. The effort of bile acid in oil digestion is better than that of the emulsifier. In the following, we will further show that the results through the experiments. We emulsify the bile acid with the oil to form the emulsion, and there are two indicators to elevate the stability of the emulsion. Firstly, the bile acid decompose the large oil droplet into small droplets. So smaller droplet formed, the more stability of the emulsion, which is usually expressed by the nano diameter of the oil droplet. Second, the bile acid has a charge, and the oil droplet from the formed a potential difference between the surface of the droplet and the water. The greater value of the potential, the more stable of the emulsion. Through the experimental result, we can see that after using the different bile acid to treat oil, whether platform or soybean oil, their droplet diameter show that a significantly reduction, while the potential show that a significant increase. Of course, we also see that the CDCA is somewhat more effective than the DCA in this regard. Secondly, in the study of improving lipid activity, we found that different type of the bile acid could bind the lipid by the cyclic dystropism, the molecular docking. The changing of the lipid are more likely to interact with oil. The lipid activity was increased by 61.6% and 26.2% by the DCA and the CDCA respectively. Therefore, DCA is clearly better than the CDCA in activating lipids. By the molecular docking study, we found that the DCA formed hydrogen bonds with the lipids, which may represent a stronger activation effort on lipids. Using two previous studies, we found that the DCA is more effective for the emulsification, whereas DCA was more effective for lipids activation. Therefore, the combination of the two types of the bile acid may play a synthetic effort. Of course, whether it's emulsification or the lipids activation, our ultimate goal is to improve the efficiency of fatty acid production. Therefore, we use the different ratio of the DCA and the CDCA with lipids for oil digestion. We found that DCA to CDCA equaled 4:1 had the best effort. This has the best effort. This ratio is also the bile acid in our granules products. In practice, we found that the use of the granule products can effectively improve the utilization rate of oil. In this study, we conduct on growth performance after the addition of bile acid at different energy levels. We found that the addition of bile acid at the low energy level, that will higher energy level were achieved and exceeded in the terms of the average daily gain, average daily feed intake, and feed to gain ratio. In another study of grass crop in high fat group, the growth performance was not to be improved. However, added with the bile acid to the high-fat diet, the specific growth rate, survival rate, feed efficiency ratio, and the protein efficiency ratio was significantly improved. The second major function of bile acid is to protect the animal liver. Bile acid can promote the conversion of the triglyceride to the low density lipoprotein by the FXR signal pathway, inhibit the accumulation of triglyceride, and reduce the formation of the fatty liver. the liver color of added bile acid group was significantly more bright red, while in the control group the liver's color was more yellow, and the activity of the liver fatty acid thickness was significantly reduced in the bile acid supplemental group. It means that bile acid supplementary in diet can reduce the accumulation of the fat in the liver. At present, there are mycotoxins in the materials used in feed. Those toxins can mainly cause the damage to the liver, but bile acid can reduce the damage of the mycotoxin to the liver from four aspects. The first is to promote the extraction of the mycotoxin from the liver and the intestines. Then the increase of the expression of the detoxification genes in the host. Again, the increase in antioxidant activity. Finally, enhance the conversion of the toxin by increased microbiome abundance in the intestine. As we all know that mycotoxins are produced by fungi. In the feed, if we can inhibit the growth of the fungi, the content of the mycotoxin would also reduce. Though our experiment, the results show that the bile acid can strongly inhibit the growth of fungi, and after in collection of the fungi in the different feed materials, peanuts, wheat, and corn. After 3 days of the culture, it was found that the control group was covered with large patch of fungi, while the bile acid group was not found. In addition to the directly inhibit the growth of the fungi, bile acid can also inhibit the expression of the mycotoxin synthesis genes. Finally, as a detoxification organ, the liver have many detoxification genes, and the bile acid can upgraduate the expression of those genes, thereby accumulation the efficiency of liver metabolism of mycotoxin. Another effect of the bile acid is inhibition many pathogens. There are many reports on the role of the bile acid in the balance of the intestinal beneficial in the feed of the medicine. We summarized the reduction mechanism and found that the bile acid inhibit intestinal pathogens through 3 main mechanisms, including damaged cell memory, surfacated and reduced in cellular pH value. Our experiment shows that bile acid have activity against some common pathogens in farmed animals, such as Staphylococcus aureus, E. coli, and Clostridium, etc. And in the broiler and shrimp feeding study, it was found that there was a significantly decreased in the abundance of the E. coli and the vibros in diet supplementary with bile acid. In our experiments on the cultivation of the largemouth with bile acid, we found that the abundance of the firmicute increased in the bile acid group. The abundance of the firmicute in the gut help elevated intestinal inflammation caused by the high-fat diet. In those bacteria, the abundance of the Streptococcus significantly increased, which may play an important role in the digestion and absorption of protein. In order to elevate the effort of the different type of the bile acid, the application of the CDC, DC, and CDC and DC in largemouth was conducted. we had built a culture base of 1,000 square meters in the factory, which is mainly used for the evaluation of the product efficiency. 800 largemouth was divided into 4 groups and feed with the conventional feed, as well as feed supplementary with DCA, CDC, and combination of DCA and CDC. The experiment lasted for 120 days. Afterwards, 15 fishes was equal group of each group was decided, and the relevant indicator was tested. The experiments first observed the liver color. We found that the liver of the control group was soft and brittle. The elasticity was weakened, and the surface was greasy. The color was yellow, and the color was yellow. In the bile acid group, the morphology of the liver was significantly improved. Among them, the experimental group fitted with DC and CDC had the best morphology. In addition, the body weight, body length, feed ratio, specific growth rate, and the weight gain rate of the bile acid group was significantly higher than those of the control group. Intestinal metagenetic analysis of each group showed that the bile acid group had a higher microbiome abundance and more beneficial benefits bacterial in the gut. Many of our research on bile acid have also owned many awards, such as the Shenlong Chinese Agriculture Science and Technology Award, and the Shandong Fishery Harvest Award, etc. And we also have accumulated a lot of patents in the field of the bile acid. Those patents has protected the bile acid from the product formula, production process, and application scope. Therefore, we will not face any intellectual property barrier when use of the renewable products. Through cooperation with the university and the research institute, we have jointly published more than 13 academic papers. Those papers covered the main academic journal in the livestock and the aquatic industry. Among those results, the bile acid show many efforts for livestock, including increased growth performance, improve lipid metabolism, reduce hepatic lipid accumulation, enhance intestinal balance barrel, and elevated oxygen and heat stress, etc. In aquatic result, the bile acid showed increased nutrient absorption and growth performance, improve the immune response, increase diversity and richness of intestinal microbiotic, and decrease the oxygen and mycotoxin threat, etc. In the future, the R&D Center plans to provide scientific and technological assistance for the implementation of the company's major strategies. Among them, we will conduct research on the new function discovery, process innovation, scientific biology, mechanism of action, and national standard of bile acid, hoping to provide you with more tools for marketing development and application. In particular, the research on the bile acid synthetic biology has effectively solved the problem of the source and the cost of bile acid in the market. Our ultimate goal is to become the global bile acid innovation source and achievement transformation center through our joint efforts. Finally, thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your sharing, Dr. Zhang Jun. And we know that there is a lot of research content and development content, but the time is limited, so the content is limited to share. If you are interested in the more research information about bile acid, you can invite Dr. Zhang Jun after this meeting for further communication. Okay, now let's welcome Lechang's Aquaculture Technical Director, Dr. Zhang Wei, to share the information of bile acid in aquaculture. Let's welcome.
Okay. Can you hear me? Can you see my screen? It's full screen.
Okay, we can hear.
Oh, let's go. Hello, everyone. Today, my speech topic is application of Lechang's acid in aquaculture. My speech divided into two parts. The first part is biases in aquatic animals, the mechanism of action. The second part is the application of the chance biases in aquaculture. Let me show the first. What are the biases? Biases are the main active components of bile synthesized in hepatocytes used in cholesterol as a raw materials. Um, it has two main functions. Uh, it can to protect the health of liver and gallbladder, and to promote the lipid digestion and absorption. And besides the components of our product include the CA, DCA, and the CDCA. Let me show the mechanism of bicid. The first mechanism of bicid is that a bicid can protect the liver and reduce the fat liver. Bicid can reduce the synthesis the fat in the liver by inhibiting the expression of the soluble 1C signal pathway. And use the bicid can promote the fat broken down in the liver by upregulating the PPAR alpha and activating the lipoprotein lipase. And use the bicid can promote the production of VLDL, accelerating the metabolism of fat. So let me show the second mechanism of the bicid is that to promote the fat absorption. This part can divide it into three steps. Let me show the first step. The first step is the emulsion. Bicid contains lipophilic alcohol groups that can reduce the large lipid droplets into small particles, increase the surface area for fat absorption significantly. So the second step is digestion. Using the bicid can change the space structure of the lipids and expose the catalytic group. And use the bicid can break down the fat into free fat acids and monoglycerides. And the third step is absorption. Bicid can carry fat acid, be recognized by the epithelial cell, and easily through the microvillar surface, complete the entire process of fat absorption. Let me show the third mechanism of the bicid is to maintain the intestinal barrier. Bicid can reduce the proliferation of harmful bacteria such as Salmonella and E. coli to regulate the intestinal microflora, maintain barrier structures and the intestinal environment balance. The fourth mechanism of bicid is to improve anti-inflammatory. Using bile can upgraduate the PPL alpha and reduce the ROS. Also can reduce the fat communication in the liver. So using the bile can reduce the body inflammatory response and regulate the animal immunity. So let me to show the summary of the bile in aquatic animals. Using bile can protect the liver and the gallbladder, promote fat absorption, maintain the intestinal barrier, improve anti-inflammatory, and improve the immunity of the animals. Let me show the second part. The second part is the application of the chance biases in aquaculture. This part divided into 4 sections. Let me show the first section. The first section is application of bias in shrimp. This trail we cooperate with the China Ocean University. This trail, the purpose of this trail is to discover the effect of bile on the growth, performance, lipid metabolism, and immunity and intestinal microbiota of the shrimp. Let me show you the result. From this chat, from the table, we can see that adding 700 gram per ton of bile can significantly increase the final weight gain by 8.53%. Weight gain rate by 9.76%. Specific growth rate by 4.05% and reduce FCR by 0.14. We also do another research on the shrimp feed using bile to replace cholesterol in the feed of the shrimp. From this table, we can get a conclusion. When the cholesterol level in shrimp feed is 0.20%, adding 700 gram per ton of bile can replace 20% of external added cholesterol. There are some global keys to show you. The first case in India, we cooperate with the next thing is the aquaculture feed mill. From this trail, we can see that after using the bile the average body weight of shrimp was increased by 9.12%. This case also in India. Before using the bile the mortality was around the 150 to 200 pieces per day. After using the bile they give us the feedback. The mortality was 0. This case in Ecuador, we cooperate with Promarisco. Promarisco is the shrimp farming enterprise. After using the bile the survival rate increased the 18%. FCR improved 0.25. This case in Indonesia, take 5 pounds for trio after using bile in 2022. Average weight shrimp increased 8.5%. 5%. This case in Thailand, after using the bioseed, the shrimp get better growth performance, FCR improved, more beautiful color, more weight gain. So let me show the second section is application of bioseed in tilapia. This trio we cooperate with Huazhong University in Hubei province. This purpose of trio is to discover the effect of bioseed in plant stock-based diet on growth performance and lipid metabolism of tilapia. Let me show the result. From this table, we can see that adding the bioseed 150 gram per ton can improve liver health and promote the lipid metabolism and growth performance. We also do more research on tilapia. This trio, we cooperated with the São Paulo University in Brazil. From this trio, we can see that the average initial weight of tilapia is 15 gram, 6 groups, 4 repetitions. From this table, we can get the conclusion SGR increased with the increasing dosage of bioseed. It can be seen that adding bioseed 200 gram per ton can improve the utilization of bioseed of feed nutrients. From this table, we can get the result. The amount of body protein and the retention efficiency of protein for tilapia show an increase. It infers that the tilapia received bioseeds and great protein retention capacity. The most suitable addition dosage is 200 gram per ton. We have do another research with Cairo American University in Egypt. From this trio, we can see that tilapia was distributed in 6 groups and 3 repetitions. The control depth is in 6% fat without the bioseed, and the high fat is in 12% fat depth, supplemented with the bioseed at 0, 0.05, 0.1, 0.15, and 0.2 gram per kg. From this table, we can get the result. High fat with bioseed, 0.15 gram per ton, gram per kg, have best growth performance. The third section is application of bioseeds in sea bass. This trio we cooperated with Chinese Academy of Agriculture Science in Beijing. The purpose of this experiment is to discover the bioseed enhance growth and elevate hepatic fibrosis in largemouth sea bass. From this table, we can get the conclusion. The amount of bioseed is 1 kg per ton can significantly improve the growth performance of largemouth bass. And this picture can show that after using the bioseed, fatty liver and fibrosis were significantly reduced by reducing G6 phase and FOXO1 signal pathway, improving glucose and lipid metabolism. We have done another research on sea bass. This trio we cooperated with the Jimei University in Xiamen City. This purpose of trio is to discover the effect of bacid on growth performance, glucose metabolism, and intestinal health. This trio, the intentional body weight of spotted sea bass is 20.09 gram. This trio is divided into 4 groups, 3 repetitions. The amount of bacid added are 0, 400, 800, and 1,200 grams per ton. Let me show the result. From this table, we can get the result. The amount of bacid is 800 grams per ton. It can significantly improve the growth performance of spotted sea bass, increase the fat contained the whole fish, indicate that adding bacid can promote the fat absorption and deposition. The fourth section is application of bacid in catfish. In catfish, bacid was added to the feed or test. Its effect on growth performance and feed utilization. Initial body weight of the catfish is 8.16 gram. 3 groups and 4 repetitions. Growth trio is 60 days. Let me show the result. From this the table, we can get the result is that adding 300 grams per ton bacid can significantly increase the growth rate of catfish and reduce FCR and HSI. Adding bacid on the base of the reducing 0.5% lipid don't show significantly difference compared with the control group, indicating that adding bacid can reduce the cost. From this picture, we can see that adding 300 grams per ton of bacid, the liver of the catfish can be made healthier, and the growth of the catfish can be significantly promoted. Based on adding 300 grams per ton of bacid can reduce in 5 kg per ton of lipid. There is no significant difference in growth compared with the control group, but it can save the cost. The last, we can give the summary. Bacid is a very helpful feed additive based on the growth, lipid activity, liver protection, and gut microflora to aquatic animals. The suggestion dosage of the bacid index are about the 600 to 1,000 grams per ton for shrimp, 200 grams per ton for tilapia, 800 to 1,000 grams per ton for sea bass, and 300 grams per ton for catfish. at the end, we hope we will have more communication and more cooperation and get great one-to-one. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you a lot, Dr. Zhang Wei. Thanks for your sharing. And as we know, bile acid application program is very wide. In addition, the application in catfish, tilapia, vitamin shrimp, also application in salmon, sea bass, crab, and many other species. So if you are interested in the more information of bile acid application, you can invite Dr. Zhang Wei after this meeting for further communication. Okay, next, please welcome Ms. Tracy, the poultry technical manager of the Chance, to give a speech about the application of bile acid in poultry. Let's welcome.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks so much for taking time to attend our webinar tonight. And it's my pleasure to introduce to you in the application of bile acid on poultry. So the topic that I would like to share with you guys today is the Chance bile acids new cost reduction strategy. Well, so first of all, I'm gonna introduce bile acids for a little bit, and also our product, because from further speech, you guys may have a clear picture of bile acids. So here I'm gonna introduce this shortly. So bile acids is the main active component of bile. It's a series of sterols produced in the process of cholesterol metabolism in animals. So it's really safe and effective, and it's also necessary for the digestion and absorption of fat in the body of animals. And the name of our product is Renew. The main ingredients is bile acids, and the two main functions of Renew is, first of all, protect liver health, and the second one is enhance lipid digestion. So this is actually the action mechanism of how bile acids help broilers to protect their, help poultry, not only broilers, to protect their liver health. So this is because, first of all, bile acids can activate FXR. So FXR is the molecular link between bile acids as well as fat metabolism. So it can reduce the deposition of fat in the liver, and bile acids can also combine with endotoxins, reduce intestinal absorption of endotoxins, avoid the harm of endotoxin to the intestine and liver. And bile acids can also promote liver cells to secrete a large amount of thin bile, eliminate toxins. So that's why we call bile acids its copied nature, because it's the bile acid, it's the natural choice of animal body through thousands of years for liver protector. So this is the action mechanism of how bile acids help poultry to protect their liver health. And here, this is the action mechanism of how bile acids enhance lipid digestion, absorption, and also utilization. So it was divided into 3 steps. In the first step, in the emulsification, in the step of emulsification. So in this step, bile acid can emulsify fat into smaller droplets, and it's in the second step, in the step of digestion. So in this step, bile acids can activate lipases for hydrolyzation, and in the third step of the absorption. So bile acids, actually only bile acids can carry fatty acids past into bloodstream. So that's why bile acid can increase its fat utilization rate by around 15 to 20%. So this is the action mechanism of how bile acids to increase the lipid digestion. And this page is the application scheme of bile acids in broilers to reduce feed cost. So first of all, for feed meals, there are other measures for feed meals to reduce feed cost after adding bile acids. So first of all, after adding bile acids, 3 to 5 kilogram oil and 30 to 50 kilocalorie metabolizable energy can be reduced in the formulation after adding bile acids. So this is the first measure. And the second one is you can use some you can increase the use of some unconventional feed ingredients to replace some soybean meal. You know, in all over the world, the price of soybean meal is always very high, and also, you know, keep actively fluctuations. For example, in China, so you can use some unconventional feed ingredients to replace soybean meal. For example, in China, sometimes in some feed meals, they use cottonseed meal, peanut meal to replace some soybean meal. And after adding bile acids, you can also remove the emulsifiers and liver tonic 100%, because like I said, the two main functions of bile acids, and the first one is protect liver health, and the second one is enhance oil utilization. So you don't need to repeatedly put this kind of feed additives into the feed, because, you know, this can increase the feed cost too. So after adding bile acids, in order to reduce feed cost, emulsifiers and the liver tonic, you don't need to add repeatedly. And after adding bile acids, 50% mycotoxin absorbent, as well as 5% to 10% fat-soluble vitamins and pigments can be removed. And there are the measures for commercial feed mills, and for the integrated companies. After adding bile acids, bile acids can, you know, help to increase the daily weight gain of broilers, increased by around 5 to 10%, and also decrease FCR. Normally, FCR can be decreased by 0.03 to 0.05, and also, you know, decrease the abdominal fat by around 20%. And next, I would like to show you some cases from different kinds of countries. Well, the first ones come from China. So it's actually a cooperation cases between Lechang's group and Forward Foods. You know, Forward Foods was established in 1991, and this slaughter around 170 million broilers every year, and they also produce 600,000 to 700,000 tons of feed every year. And our company, Lechang's Group, has cooperated with Forward Foods to reduce you know, production cost, significantly improve the quality of chicken breast, and solve the problem of abdominal meat quality that is common in the industry. And at present, its breast, I mean the breast from Forward Foods become a leader in the ready-to-eat chicken breast market by selling 90 million servings of chicken breast. And so this is the first case, cooperation between Lechang's Group and Forward Foods. And the second case that I would like to show you today is a case from Egypt. Actually, is a scientific paper that have already published online in the Journal of Advanced Veterinary Research. If you guys are interested in this paper, you can just check online. You can get it. And the title of this paper is responsible broiler chickens to the dietary fortification of bile acids. So in this case, a total of 1,200 one-day-old Ross 308 broiler chicks, they were used, and they were randomly distributed into 3 groups, each with 5 replicates. And the treatments, they have 3 treatments. So the first one, T1 group, is the control group, and the T2 group it's the renewal group. In this group, the broilers in this group, they were fed the basal diet, supplemented with renewal, on top application at the rate, and the dosage of renewal is 200 grams per ton. And in T3 group is also renewal group. And the broiler in this group, they were fed a basal diet, reduced in energy requirements by 30 kilocalorie per kg, and reformulated with 200 grams per ton of renewal. This is the matrix application. This is the way of matrix application. And the feeding of the feeding trial was conducted for 31 days. And here, this is the formulation. The picture in the right, this is the formulation. You can see that it's a corn soybean meal diet. And this is the dosage of renewal, is 200 grams per ton. And this is the level of metabolizable energy. You can see that in this is the level of metabolizable energy, and the level of ME reduced to 30 kilocalorie per kg. And this is the results. The first table, this is the table shows that after adding bile acids, how was the gross performance of broilers changed. So you can see that broilers in T2 group and the T3 group, renewal group, they were significantly improved. The broilers, they were significantly improved body weight gain. Let's first say the body weight. You can see that in the body weight in T1 group was 2,058, but the body weight in T2 group and the T3 group were 2,236 and 2,265 respectively. And the body weight gain also increased. You can see increased from 2017 to 2,195 and 2,223. And also FCR, you can see the FCR decreased from 1.42 to 1.38 and 1.31, as well as the EPEF. You can see increased from 438 to 482 and 550. Okay, this is the table of growth performance. And let's see the next table. So this is the table of slaughter performance after adding bile acids. You can see that the dressing percentage, the dressing percentage, breast, thin, and drumstick yields were improved in T2 group and the T3 group than in control group. Well, first of all, let's see the dressing percentage increased from 73.28 to 74.51 and 74.31, as well as the breast percentage. The breast percentage increased from 36.51 to 37.01. And then we can see the abdominal fat. So the abdominal fat decreased from 2. Actually the abdominal fat decreased significantly. You can see it from 2.34 to 1.66 and 1.83. So the dressing percentage, the breast percentage, as well as the abdominal fat, they were improved in T2 and T3 group than in control group. And this picture shows the intestine lipase levels significantly increased in groups added with bile acids. So this means that bile acids can increase the level of lipase. The increase the activity of lipase. And this table this table shows that bioacids can increase the broiler's meat quality. You can see the moisture, crude protein, as well as the ether extract, I mean the fat, as well as the ash. So chicken meat moisture percentage and the fat percentage, they were significantly decreased in T3 group compared with T1 group and T2 group. So the conclusion in this paper is that bioacids could improve growth performance, carcass quality, lipase activity, as well as the chicken meat quality in broiler chickens. And the third case that I would like to show you is a case came from Bangladesh, actually from last year. So in this case, they were used to 2,592 broilers. Yes, and in this case, they will also have 3 treatments. So the first group, I mean the T1 group is the control group, and the T2 group. In T2 group, the dosage of bioacids is 200 grams per ton, and it's a matrix application. So 44 kilocalorie per kg metabolizable energy was reduced, and they also replaced the emulsifiers. And in T3 group, the dosage of Renew is also 200 grams per ton. Well, actually, the only difference between T2 group is T3 group is that in T3 group they also increased the cheaper non-conventional feed ingredients, rice polish. At that time, the price of rice polish in Bangladesh was really low. So that's why after reducing 44 kilocalorie per kg ME and also replace emulsifiers, they also increased the utilization of rice polish. So this is basically the experimental design, and this is the results. You can see that in this picture, I was just having an online meeting with my customers from Bangladesh. They give us a feedback that they were really happy with the results, because they told me that after using bioacids, they received around $2.7 per ton without any negative impact on growth performance. So for these results, they were really satisfied with this with bioacids. Yes, and next case. This case is the case from Iran. Well, in this case, they used 721 old chicks, and the experimental period for this case was 42 days. And this is the dosage. This is the dosage of Renew. So you can see that this is the control group, and these 3 were the experimental group, and the dosage in these 3 groups were 100 grams per ton, 200 grams per ton, and 300 grams per ton respectively. You can see that after adding bioacids, the body weight the body weight was increased from 2,433 to 2,643. And this is the FCR. You can see the FCR decreased from 1.619 to 1.593. And this is the, yes, this table mainly told us bioacids can increase the growth performance of broilers. And this table is the data for slaughter performance. You can see this is the carcass percentage, the breast percentage, the drumstick percentage, as well as the abdominal fat. You can see that the carcass percentage increased from 72.56 to 76.13. And also the breast percentage increased from 26.33 to 28.16, as well as the abdominal fat. the drumstick. So yes, this table shows us that bile acids can increase the flatter performance of broilers. And next, I would like to show you the application scheme of bile acid in laying hens. So, so in laying hens, bile acids can also help to improve the production performance of laying hens. So if you add renewal on top, the laying rate, bile acids can help laying hens to improve their laying rate, decrease fatty liver syndrome, decrease FCR, as well as improve the uniformity. And bile acids can also help feed meals to reduce the feed cost of laying hens feed by reducing 20 kilocalorie per kg ME, as well as reduce 0.3% to 0.5% protein. And also can prevent the fatty liver syndrome. So the application scheme I'm going to introduce to you later, because we have a detailed table. I mean, detailed application scheme on fatty liver syndrome. I will show you later. And you can also reduce the harm of mycotoxins with adding bile acids, as well as glucose oxidase or vitamin C. So here, this is a case of laying hens that I would like to show you. So in this case, we used 3,157-day-old ISA brown laying hens. In this case, the dosage renewal is 200 grams per ton. So from this table, you can see that the laying rate increased from 90.49 to 93.73. So the laying rate increased by 3.24%, as well as the broken egg rate decreased from 0.77%, and also the mishapen egg rate decreased by 0.72%, as well as the mortality decreased by 2.1%, and FCR decreased by 0.09. Well, a lot of friends asked me why bile acids can improve the actual quality. Well, this is the action mechanism. And this is because action mechanism can effectively promote the absorption of fat and fat-soluble vitamins, like I said before, especially vitamin D3. So vitamin D3 can promote the absorption of calcium in the feed, increase the content of calcium in the plasma of the body, so the egg quality can be improved. And this case, I want to show you it's because bile acids reduce the mortality by preventing fatty liver syndrome. So you can see that in this case, the age of the laying hens were 59-week-old, and the dosage is 500 grams per ton. And you can see 10 days before using bile acids, the average daily deaths of laying hens were 21, but after using renewal for 18 days, the average daily deaths of laying hens decreased to 16. So and when after we open the dead laying hens, we found that after using bile acids for 18 days, the deaths because of fatty liver syndrome decreased from 15 to 5. Yes. And this is the application scheme of renewal in laying hens to prevent fatty liver. I just said I'm gonna show you the detailed application scheme. So in the rearing period, the dosage renewal is 200 grams per ton, mainly to promote growth and development, as well as improve their uniformity and promote both body weight to reach the standard. And in the laying period, the dosage of renewal is 200 grams is 250 grams per ton, mainly to promote early starter production, quickly reach the peak of egg production, as well as prolong the peak period of egg production. And in the late laying period, the dosage of bile acid is 250 to 300 grams per ton, mainly to prevent fatty liver syndrome, elevate the decline in egg production, as well as improve egg shell quality. And also, if you laying hens in your farm have really severe fatty liver syndrome, then the application scheme of Renew is in the first week, the dosage of Renew is 1 kilogram per ton, and after 1 week, I mean in the second week, the dosage reduced to 500 grams per ton. After another week, the dosage reduced to 250 grams per ton. So yeah, this is the detailed application scheme of Renew to in laying hens to prevent fatty liver syndrome. And the last case that I would like to show you is a case to help feed mills to reduce their feed cost of laying hens. So in this case, the laying hens were highline brown laying hens. The age of these laying hens is 43-week-old. And you can see that this is the formulation, and this is the dosage of bile acids to 200 grams per ton. And you can see the metabolizable energy was reduced by 20 kilocalorie per kg, as well as the crude protein was reduced by 0.2%. And then let's see the feed cost. The customer told us that after reformulating the formulation, after adding bile acids, the feed cost were reduced by 67 bags of feed, and then you can see the results. So this is the laying rate, the egg weight FCR, broken egg rate, mortality. So from this table, we can see that after adding bile acids, reducing energy by 20 kilocalorie per kg, as well as 0.2% growth protein, and there had no negative effect on laying rate, feed intake, egg weight, etc. It can be seen that probably reducing energy and crude protein in feed after adding Renew can improve feed quality, as well as save feed cost. So yes, this is all the information that I would like to show you today. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Tracy, for your sharing. And as we know, the trans bile acid has a very mature application solution on both on top and on metrics in poultry, broiler, layers, breeders. So if you want to know more application solutions, you can have more in-depth communication after this meeting.